Hello and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. So, first thing to do today, as always, is going to be to fill the rice paddy. There it was. So, we need to flood the rice paddy. That is all looking absolutely amazing, although it says nitrogen bad. Oh, that's too high. Oh well. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't take nitrogen out. Then the next thing we need to do is to start getting a worker running on the grass field. Not this grass field, although we do need some more grass for the sheep, so probably worth getting that cut as well. Let's go with the New Holland. Now, I think that we can get the weight taken off here. That would be ideal. And head over here to get the mowers. It's going to be running around mowing quite a bit today. But at the same time, we are going to be sorting out some bits and pieces, like cow food, delivery of things. It's May, so fabric and wool are the best price. Where are my mowers? I appear to have lost my oh no, they were over at the other field, weren't they? Excuse that. Yeah, so we need to head over to the other field. Pick up the mowers. And yeah, I could do some grass bales up here as well, just for the sheep. The sheep only take grass, they don't need hay. We are going to be doing hay, we're going to be doing silage on the big fields. But yeah, everything is looking amazing. Fields are all growing well. They're very little in the way of weeds. In fact, there's no weeds at all. We haven't had any sort of bad weather. Having said that, there is hail on the forecast, which once again is not ideal. I wonder if I should upgrade my mowers. It's possible. What have we got? Is there anything in the sale? Ooh, not bad tractors in the sale. But no, I think that we would need to look at mowers specifically. Here we are. Do I want to get the big M? Probably not. It's probably not a big deal. In fact, what I'll do is I'll upgrade my windrower. That would be good. Right. Let's get the AI worker working on this. We'll start with... Actually, we'll start with the headlands. Off you go. Right, so that is first field to be cut, and we're going to make that into silage. Yes, we have got a bit of hail on the way, but nothing huge. Excellent. So yeah, this one is going to be silage, so what we'll do is we'll jump into another tractor. This one here should do it. And we will take the windrower down to the dealership and get something a bit bigger. Then maybe by the time we get back, it can start work on the field that's being cut. I don't think we need a bigger baler. I think we're good for the baler. Obviously that is the case if we are sticking with round bales, which we are. You can get more packed into a round bale than you can into a square bale. And what we'll need to do is to do the silage bales as 150 centimeters, and we'll do the hay bales as, and the grass bales as 180, the bigger ones. We also need to get the more trees taken over to the sawmill. Need to get that producing as much as we possibly can. There should hopefully be another wood beams pallet. I think we were half a pallet short over at the playground of going into the next stage. We really need to get that into the next stage today because we have maxed out what we can give them in terms of rope and fabric. And that really needs sorting so that we can make some more money over there from rope and fabric. Right. So yeah, if we can get ourselves a much bigger windrower, and I think when we come around to doing the hay we're going to upgrade the tedder as well, then we'll be alright. We can't do peas until next year now. Ooh, crikey, out the way. Right then, let's get this sold. And we shall get this purchased now. 13.7 meters, 15 meters, 14.7 meters, 14 meters. Quite big ones. So this would be perfect. Let's buy that. 15 meter working width. As for tedders, I think there's only one that we can go for, or the one that we should go for, and that's that one. Grass work is going to be a lot easier from now on. Well, not necessarily easier, but a lot quicker. Right, so I'll get back to the farm. I imagine that the mower will be fairly well finished on that field. So what we'll do is we'll get that moved on to the other field, and we will row the first field that's just been cut. Coming through, and then we will get some other bits done. We'll get some stunts done while we're working on it. Yeah, and we'll get some trees over to the sawmill and get a wood beam pallet over to the playground. Might just take the car over to nip and do that. Let's have a look when we've rowed this first field up. Well, this is miserable weather, but we are still able to crack on. We've got to get this field all baled up as well. The mower has started work on the other field, but that is going to be hay, so we're going to need to go and get the tedder sorted as soon as possible. And yeah, I mean this one more pass should get this done. And then I think because of the weather, we might do a load of wood. Get it all into the lorry and get it over to the sawmill. But yeah, this is definitely a huge job, so we do need more tools. And in fact, I've got it in my head now that I think we're going to upgrade the combine when we're due to do some harvesting. So I think we're going to go for a much bigger combine. Quite possibly the New Holland Special. I think that would be really good. So yeah, just this one trip left down here, and then that's this field completely rowed up and ready to be baled. We will be baling it later on. I will use this tractor to go and get the upgraded tedder. This is going to be a year for upgrading, and I know I said about peas, but that won't be till next year, so we'll probably make easily enough money again to do the pea harvester, or to get the pea harvester before we need it. I think peas would be a good thing to do, purely because I haven't done them before. Right, let's just get to the end here. And we'll get the windrower all folded up. And taken over to the other field for after it has been tedded. What a horrendous weather. Hopefully it's only going to be on for about an hour. By 11 o'clock I'm hoping that we should be back to sunny weather again, because this is horrible. Another advantage of having a bigger windrower is that when we come around to doing straw, we can bring it all together into a bigger swath. Oh dear. Right, so the worker is getting on nicely with the mowing. So we have got to leave the windrower here, pick up the tedder, and go and exchange it for a bigger one. So we'll do that now, and I'll see you when we're back over at the field. Right, here we are back at the field with the one and only tedder, but I think that we are going to wait until it stops hailing before we continue. We'll let the grass cutting finish, but yeah, I don't want to do it in this weather. Right, let's skip over to our tree harvester. All the trees from up here have been cut down, but we have got more over there, we've got more over that way. Let's get a full load done, I think. Need to get the lorry. It may be charged, it may not. No, it's not. Start charging. Right, it's going to take 4.5 hours, and I believe that's real-time hours as well. That's a lot. I've got a lot of equipment. There we go. Right, let's get all these trees down. Right, well that's taken all the trees down around here. I can't do the ones up by the field until we've harvested the field, because otherwise we're going to end up destroying half the crop, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, I think this is going to have to just sort of stay here for now. Switch that off. If we jump back over to our New Holland, here it is. We can get this. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll get this down to the goats field and get that one cut as well. All of this will need to be spread with slurry, and we should have plenty of slurry to do it with, because I think that that cow barn is full of slurry. And now we've got the John Deere, we've got an excellent tractor to do it with as well. So yeah, this grass down at the goats field here is all going to go into the goats eventually. They are in need of it. How are we doing for wool? No, we're doing okay. Don't need to move any just yet, which is very useful. I might have to move that sprayer out of the way. Okay. That looks to be about right. Can we pick up the sprayer? Oh, beautiful, frugal sprayer. Ooh. Which I just crashed. Relatively badly. I don't know whether we need to... Oh, crikey. Oh, dear, I ran myself over. I don't know whether we need to worry about fertilising this field or not. No, the nitrogen seems to be perfect. pH value is just okay. So we're good. Those tram lines are fairly pointless this year. But don't worry. Don't you panic. We will be using them at some point. Right. Just need to move this up out the way. I think we'll put it up here. Just tuck it up nicely out the way. Could use it for a lot of contracting work, actually, if we had the time. Obviously we don't necessarily have the time. Right, that's working in there. Let's get a worker on this field. Get it all tedded nicely. Off you go. And we can grab the lorry, which will need to come back for more of a charge later, but it's okay for now. We'll get our log trailer and we'll go and fill it up. I'm not going to do this on camera because I'll be honest with you, I am going to cheat. I'm going to use super strength because it's just too hard to do it the normal way. Now obviously if I was doing a realistic series I wouldn't do that, but we have got massive amount of stuff to do and not a lot of time to be doing it. So these trees need to end up in this lorry as quickly as possible. Like that. It still took me quite a while, even though I was cheating, but I've got a feeling this might be the biggest load we've ever taken to the sawmill. It's quite a lot, and there was a lot of squirming of the wood before I got the straps on. So, yeah. Right then. So, before we go anywhere, we have to set the worker off. This one is now done. I shall probably use this tractor for the baling. This one is going to be for the windrowing, as all the tedding is now done. I'll go and pop this over here and carry on with the windrowing. Obviously the little field will need to be windrowed as well. I probably should have kept the little windrower for that field, because this is a little bit much. Oh, crikey. Right, that's all good. Let's get that set up and off you go. And then we're back to the lorry. Marvellous. So we'll take this down to the sawmill and set that off, creating our wood beams again. In fact, probably need to switch back on long planks and maybe even short planks. Don't think we need any prefabricated walls for anything. Certainly not at the playground. But the playground does need half a pallet of wood beams. So if we've got one, see if we can get it loaded onto here, and we'll take it. I didn't bring the car down to see, because the car's still got seeds in it, which is not perfect. And they might as well stay in it until we've got rid of them all into a seeder. But I don't think the seeder's got any room in it in a minute. I think we filled it up before we put it away. Right, I believe that the biggest load we've ever delivered here was about 27,000 litres. And this stands to be more than that. We'll just jump out here into the reeds, lovely. And let's take a look at how much we get. We've got 4,500 in there already. Wow, 48,000. So that was 44,000 litres of wood. Maybe I'm wrong with the guess of 28 being the biggest, because that seems like a lot. Right, we'll just drive over the stream here. We have got some pallets, which is amazing. Whether or not they'll attach to this trailer, I don't know. Oh no. Right, let's get this round here. Oh goodness. Just crashing into everything. Right. It seems that I may still have super strength on. I do not want it on anymore. It's just for moving the logs. And we have our trusty electric forklift here. See, I'm not sure whether these straps will strap over pallets or not. If they do, wonderful. Let's have a quick look. Yes, they will. Fantastic. Well, we might as well deliver a few more then. we'll get them loaded up and head off to the playground. Okay, so let's get a little bit of money put back into the bank account. 21,000 there, 21,000 there. We're back up to 700,000. Looks like those that tractor is nearly ready as well, so that's another 150,000. Look at that, 99.1%, so that'll be coming in soon. As for this over here, yes, it's got all the wood beams it needs now. Fantastic. It's got rope, it's got long planks, it's got fabric. Fantastic. Right then, so let's get the worker coming back. We will go and get the baler. Put these bits in the shed. And we'll start baling up the field that we're going to need to wrap, which is the first one we cut. Awesome. I think we'll have to wait till next time before we pick the bales up off the fields and pop them into the shed. So we have run out of straw now. We're not going to get any more until harvest time, which is a bit of a pain. So we'll just have to use silage and hay. Silage and hay to make TMR. Nothing we can really do about that, and if we buy more straw it won't be worth it. Hopefully we'll have quite a bit of silage and hay. Right then, drop that one down there. Should have put the front one in first, really. Not that it really matters, but I'll just have to turn around again to get the baler out. Oof. Another crash. Right, we need some more round bale net. We have got some up here. AI worker C has completed its task. Which one's that now? Aha! Excellent. So this one could be moved on to the goat pasture. And then we can crack straight on with getting this field baled up. And probably the goat pasture one as well, I would think. Marvellous. But like I said, this is a bit of a big windrower for that pasture. Just have to see how the worker gets on. Ooh dear. That was a bit quick and bouncy and unexpected. Never mind. Everything is okay. Right. I'm going to set this going on a worker, and then we're going to crack on with the baling. Well, the sheep were absolutely out of food. So they'll take a couple of bales in here and then we'll load the rest into that side bit. That's been a massive job. We've got an extra hay bale over here that we'll have to come and get, but we've also still got to do the bale wrapping. Really needs to get that done this month, so we'll be doing that as well. But let's make a couple of grass bales for the sheep first. Oh dear, appear to be crashing. Alright, let's see if we can fill it up with this. Nope. So, a little bit more. And that'll be another bale into the trough. So yeah, we'll unload that directly into the trough. And then I think if this one disappears, we'll do another one. And when we get to the point where one complete bale does not disappear, then we'll load it into the side bit. Saves bringing a telehandler down or anything. Gonna have to bring the yeah, there we go, that's it, that's trough's full now. We're gonna have to bring the hay bale back with us somehow. I think we'll probably pop down and get it with the telehandler at some point, but yep, no point in tedding all of this when the sheep just need grass. So should be quite a decent amount. I think I might have destroyed the crop slightly there, that's not good. That's really not good. Could drive on the sugar beet, but obviously not on this. Right, I will just leave it in the field, to be honest, because the sheep aren't going to get through it very quickly anyway. There's no point in moving it every time. I can't believe we've ended up with some in the sheep pen, that's not good. Well, it would be good if they ate it, but they don't. They're not ideal. Bales are one thing that I feel like could do with a lot of improvement on Farming Simulator. I think they're not squishy enough. They don't rot. They don't fall apart. Whereas in real life, they do all of these things. And if you were to put one in a sheep enclosure or a cow enclosure, you'd expect it to start being ripped apart and consumed. But yeah, not in Farming Simulator, which is, I think, to be honest, we, as in giants, need to start working towards improving the bale system. I know there are plenty of mods out there that do similar. Nothing that makes the bales squishy though, or rot away. Could simulate it quite easily by having the amount of litres in a bale reduce over time if it's left outside or if it's rained on. That's possible. Good if the bale got smaller in size as well, or if chunks fell out of it, if it just looked a bit shabby. That would also be good. Right then, so baler is back up here. We're going to put it into the shed it came out of. Yeah, we'll have to bring back that other bale net as well. I ran out. We dumped it in the field. But yeah, we need to go and wrap the bales now, then they can stay in the field until next time. Picking them up is nice and easy because we've got a auto loader. As this tractor is already warmed up and running, we might as well use it for the wrapping as well. It's only the bales in the first field that we cut that are going to be wrapped. We've got a lot of silage in there. We have got a lot of silage, so at some point it might be worth looking at maybe getting the biogas facility and start loading that up with silage. Potentially. Just as another money-making scheme. Because I don't think the cows are going to get through the silage that quickly. They do get through the straw and the hay, though. Alright, let's get this unfolded. Ah, there we go. Now it's unfolded. It took a little while. And yeah, let's get all these bales wrapped. And yeah, then we are pretty much done for the day. It's going to be a big job. Well, this has been an absolutely mammoth episode to record. Usually I'm recording for just over an hour. This has been 2 hours. And I am hot. Sitting here in an upstairs room. And it is very, very warm. But it is now done. We have wrapped all the bales from this field. Which is fantastic news because it means that they will ferment nicely. You can get them picked up tomorrow and moved into the bale storage. And then they will ferment while they're sitting in there. There's nothing stopping them doing that. We don't have to wait for them to ferment before we put them away, is what I'm trying to say. It's been a long old episode to produce. I don't know about to watch. It's probably going to be a long episode to watch as well. But yeah, we have now got food for the cows and for the sheep, which is the main thing. I'm going to get these bits and pieces put away, but we're going to finish the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.